Hi, and welcome back. My name is Daniel, and today I'll be teaching you how to use expressions in everyday situations. Our topic for today is 10 idioms about money. Before we begin, please press that like button down below and also subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notified for new lessons. So, let's get the ball rolling, shall we? Sticky fingers. To keep objects that don't belong to you or to steal small amounts of cash or valuables. The expression is used more for a petty thief rather than a hardened criminal, like a shop worker stealing cash from the till rather than an armed robber stealing from a bank. For example, personal items had been disappearing from the office, so they definitely had an employee who had sticky fingers. High roller. A wealthy person or a company who spends their money in a risky way, often by making risky investments that can offer large rewards. This expression is often used for someone who gambles with large amounts of money and also for someone who spends their money on extravagances. The first recorded use of the phrase was in 1873. Many high-stakes gambling games involve rolling dice, and a high roller refers to winning numbers and large sums of money. These people are able to put up large sums of money without any promise of a positive return on that investment. For example, I would never invest money in their company. They are high rollers and I cannot afford that kind of risk. Kill the goose that lays the golden egg. To destroy something that is profitable to you, mostly because of greed, or to destroy the one thing that makes you a lot of money. This idiom originates from one of Aesop's fables, in which a farmer and his wife had a goose that laid one golden egg every day. The couple decided to butcher the goose as they thought its insides must be made of gold as well, and then they can have all the golden eggs it held within. On killing the goose, they found that the bird was just the same as every other goose on the inside, so the couple lost their means of livelihood. For example, by selling off his business, Alex killed the goose that lays the golden egg. Feel the pinch. To experience financial hardship or have to make do on less money, food, clothing than usual, or less than what is needed. This expression comes from the mid-1800s. It probably refers to the tightening of the belt that is required when there is less to eat. The pinch is the pinching in of the waistband. Or it could mean the pinch that the children would feel when their shoes are too small because new ones cannot be bought. For example, all the major companies are feeling the pinch this year. It's the worst financial downturn we've seen for a decade. Money doesn't grow on trees. To put an effort in earning money, or money to be earned, requires a lot of effort. The phrase comes from the fact that things that grow on trees is usually easy to pick out, but money is not in the same league. Parents often say this to their children to make them aware of the issue they face in putting food on the table. The phrase may have originated in the late 19th century, although no literary origin could be traced with accuracy. For example, I have been told over and over again as a child that money doesn't grow on trees, so I need to learn to save. Ballpark figure. To be near about the exact, usually in amount, or an estimate of what the actual figure will be like. The origin of this phrase comes from how a commentator would give an estimate of the number of audiences by just looking around. Speculated to have started in America through baseball, but it is now a popular way of speaking throughout the world. For example, I need a ballpark figure that will be required for this project so that the management can make further business and finance decisions. Dirt cheap. Something very cheap, almost free, at an extremely low cost, or quite inexpensive. The origin of this expression dates back to ancient times, the precise expression literally meaning as cheap as dirt. For example, don't buy these dirt cheap electronic equipment, they are useless. Down and out. Someone who has no home, no job, and no money. It can also mean that someone is lacking funds, resources, or prospects. This term probably originated in boxing, where it alludes to the fighter who is knocked down and stays down for a given time, thereby losing the bout. A boxer who is down has been knocked to the canvas, and one who is also out is unconscious or unable to resume the fight. Thus, a down and out boxer is utterly defeated. For example, after losing his job, he was left down and out. Cost an arm and a leg. Something that is very expensive. This is an American phrase, coined sometime after World War II. Probable reference is to soldiers who had lost their limbs in the war, thus having to pay a very high price for the war. For example, I'd really like to have a new farmhouse, but it may cost me an arm and a leg. Easy come, easy go. If something is easy to obtain, then you are less worried about losing it, or readily won and readily lost. For example, I won a lot of money at the casino last night, but lost it on my way out. Oh well, easy come, easy go. It is a very informal phrase that is not used in formal situations. The phrase has been used for decades. It is not known where it originated from. The sentiment is expressed in different ways in a variety of proverbs. You might have heard this expression in the lyrics of a very famous song by Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go?
Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go!
Which of the expressions did you find interesting? Give your answer by commenting down below. If you learned something new today or enjoyed listening, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and always take care.